I'm Nikki from The Morning Mix, and I am here with Tina Browen, Senior Marketing Director of Jewel Osco. Hi.
Hi.
So we're here to talk about MOMentous, Jewel Osco's MOMentous, and you and I met at the big launch party, which you were responsible for, which was amazing.
It was awesome.
And it had Prosecco and champagne, and we kicked off this amazing contest to support moms everywhere. So can you kind of give us an overview of what MOMentous are all about?
Yes. So thanks. MOMentous is this dream that we've had, and it's basically to honor and celebrate all the moms across Chicagoland. It's a thankless job, as you know, to be a mom. And so we know that there's a lot of, mental weight that mom carries, the heavy weight that you don't think about. And so we wanted moms to know that we see them, right? And to know that the household's run by them. And a lot of the things that they come into the stores for are just second nature, right? So we partnered with a lot of CPG brands and, those like the ones that you think about, like Kimberly-Clark. So the things that are the silent, the silent necessities in the house, the Kleenex, the toilet paper, Huggies diapers. And then also with the very loud winners in the house, like Kraft mac and cheese. That blue box is iconic, and
oh man,
and it's a staple.
Yes.
At least in my house when they don't like what I make for dinner. Yeah, that's what
they get. No, it is the ultimate backup everywhere.
Yes. Yeah. And then obviously moms run on caffeine. So Maxwell House Coffee is a partner of ours as well for this. And it was a concept that we came up with, and we said, what can we do to celebrate moms? Moms, most moms get less than an hour a day to themselves. And so we put together this program where moms can enter to win themselves. So they can nominate somebody else. So they can nominate a bonus mom, a biological mom, a friend mom, or themselves to come to this amazing event at the Four Seasons in May.
Which we're going to be at.
Yes.
It's going to be speaking of mimosas.
Yes.
That's going to be great.
Yes. And then they get to bring somebody with them. 50 women get to go. And then along the way, we've been dropping baskets to these deserving moms. So $500 worth of products from our stores that they get delivered right to their doorstep with the help of the Junior League of Chicago, which is an amazing shout out to them. They're amazing.
Yes, because it really is dropped to the doorstep.
It's
not like, hey, we've got your stuff bagged up, come get it. It is brought to you.
Yep.
Awesome.
And it's, if you think about $500 worth of stuff, it's like 3 carts.
It was 3 carts.
Yes,
we actually did it at the launch party to see how many it would be. And it was 3 carts. They're boxing, bagging that all up for you, Junior League, dropping it all off.
Yes.
And it's everything you need.
Yes. Wow. It's awesome.
And the invite to the party.
Exactly.
So how did MOMentous come? Why moms?
So obviously moms do a lot of the shopping in our stores, and surprisingly it's actually 50-50 now between men and women, but mom still carries the mental load, right? And so we were talking, and I, on the leadership team at Jewel, is mostly men. And so they get to hear me. I have a 5.5-year-old and a 4-year-old that they get to hear me every morning. By the time I get there, I've already had 100 lives. And they get to deal with, the nurse calling and stuff. And so they really, even if it's not them, they feel it, and they celebrate me, which is wonderful. They appreciate it. So we started talking about how do we celebrate these moms? How does Jewel, get the local moms the credit they deserve and let them know that we see them. So that's where this kind of stemmed from.
I love it. And, mom guilt is a real thing.
Oh, yeah.
It is such a real thing. Like you talk about how most moms only have 1 hour. And even that hour, the whole time you're like, oh, man, I should be doing something for my kids.
Yes.
And this is not a time to have mom guilt as far as nominating yourself, because we deserve it. You deserve it. So you can nominate friends, yourself. What is kind of like a criteria are you looking for? What are you looking to read?
So a lot of the winners that we've chosen so far, and I would say when you nominate even yourself, there needs to, the reason needs to be there. Like if you just put your name, it's like, okay, well,
it's a drawing at that point.
Yes, it is. But we've had people who have had bad luck along the way. We've had people nominate. My mom's amazing. I grew up and my mom was a single mom, took care of me. She's a successful woman, but she doesn't really have much time for herself these days. So it's a whole gamut of things. I'm a great mom. I deserve to go because I haven't. Some days I forget to brush my hair, right? Like everyone else looks great, and I'm.
Right. No, seriously, sleep. What's that?
Yeah.
What's that?
No.
I've heard about this.
But must be nice to get it.
Exactly. Man, I feel you. Okay, so this is so great. Now, why these? So you talked about the brands involved and all that they cover. Did you find them? Did they find you? Just how did that relationship happen?
So we have amazing vendor partners in these brands. And so we basically went to all of our vendor partners, our brands, and we said, hey, this is what we're doing. We would love for you to come along for the ride. It's up to you. And the response was incredible. I mean, you've met some of the representatives, fun. And they're wonderful, and most of them are moms too. And it was a no-brainer for all of them to jump on them.
Yeah, especially Huggies, Jewel Osco. You guys have great values, and the Huggies thing, their involvement is so important because I think when you have kids that age, if you remember, you may not remember because I think we black out.
Oh, you
a
do.
lot. You 100%. Just don't remember. You just
it's great. That's why people have more kids because they forget about it. Right?
You're like, oh my gosh, they're 5 and everyone's alive. Okay, we did it. So I think it's about I think they said 6 to 9 diapers a day.
Yeah.
And that's a lot.
That is a lot. And honestly, I mean, the Junior League of Chicago, they have a diaper drive that we participated in because a lot of, there are a lot of families that they can't afford 6 to 9 diapers a day.
Right.
So it's crucial.
Yes, and we've all done that where they might have outgrown it, but you don't want to throw away the rest of that pack. So you're
I just opened this pack. You know what? You're good. It's okay.
That's when you double up. Yes, that's when you have to double up if you have to. If you could leave shoppers and listeners with like a takeaway from MOMentous, like so they want to be part of it. It's the party is great. The prizes are great, but the vibe is really the best part of all of this. Mm-hmm. What would a good takeaway be like from celebrating MOMentous?
We see you, right? Like we know it is the day in and day out grind that's thankless, and it's the best job, the best hands down job in the entire world, but it is the hardest job. And so it's a time to step back and say thank you to all the moms out there, all the bonus moms. I know it literally takes an entire community. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, if you have a friend mom that helps, or your nanny is a mom, or your sitter, you can nominate anybody, and really it's a time to just celebrate you, and we thank you for obviously shopping our stores, and that we want them to know that we see them.
That is amazing. And there are a lot of moms in our lives. I mean, you've got the school moms, the soccer moms, mm-hmm. the moms that are aunts, but they're really not related to you, but you call them aunt.
The best friend of the mom, that's Aunt Linda over there. How does that work? Don't worry about it.
We love you, Aunt Linda. Yeah. All right, so maybe that mom. It's you. It's your mom, your friend, your aunt that's not really your aunt, but your mom's friend.
Your Aunt Linda.
Who's your Aunt Linda?
Yeah, don't worry about that.
So where do I register Aunt Linda?
So you can go or tell Aunt Linda to go to MOMentous at JewelOsco.com, and you fill out the information. You either nominate yourself, you can say who you're nominating, and then I would say strongly why. Why is that mom just the greatest mom out there, and, and why does she deserve that day and deserve these groceries? And MOMentous at JewelOsco.com. No dash between Jewel and Osco, though.
See?
Yep.
Jewel.
Yes.
Okay, now I have a question for Jewel Osco. You guys are wonderful, great. Are you okay if I say like the Jewels or Jewel Osco? Is that allowed?
I love it. The Jewels. So I'm a transplant, and when I moved here, it was Jewel Osco. That's the store, and people are like, oh, you don't say both words. It's either I'm running to Jewel or the Jewel or the Jewels or my Jewels. So it's whatever you want to call it, just as long as you recognize that it's your jewel.
It's that is the best. It's your jewel.
It's your jewel.
So make sure you go to your jewel and nominate yourself, your friend, your mom, anyone in your life that is a mom that deserves it for the MOMentous. The whole idea is so great. You can win the groceries. You can win the invite to the party.
The
4 seasons.
MOMentous event.
The MOMentous. I mean, you got your marketing. You're so good. All right, Jewel Osco, register now. Join now. Good luck. We'd love to see you in May at the party. And moms, thank you for everything you do. And you know what? Thank you and thank us.
Yes, thank you.